Welcome back to the gun dungeon. We've got one that's been highly requested, as you saw from the thumbnail and the title. Buffalo bore 9mm plus P plus. Now this is a 124 grain hollow point, jacketed hollow point. I'm not sure what brand hollow point it is. It looks an awful lot like a Hornady XTP, but I'm not going to swear to it. I'll let you all be the judge whenever you see them. But as I said, this has been requested several times. This, some Underwood. I'm trying to get my hands on some decent Underwood stuff. We got old Jim here with us again today. 4 layers of denim, clear ballistics gel, brand new blocks, chronograph set up, and we will see how it does out of a Beretta Nano. This is a very short barrel. I know it's not a popular gun, but it's a very short barrel. So concealed carry ammo, concealed carry gun. I figure that's the way it should go. We'll measure our depth as always, and without further ado, I guess we'll get this video rolling. All right, 1,182 feet per second coming from that short barrel, 124 grain bullet. That is pretty respectable. Let's see what we got. That's a good looking wound track. There's nothing bad about that for a 9mm. And this is pretty impressive. I would say we exceeded our penetration mark, but it's not always a bad thing. There's a top view. That wound tract definitely got some damage. Carried some denim, maybe a little fragmentation right there. And there's our bullet coming in right at 22 inches. That's not bad. I mean, it's fully expanded. You can see that. Definitely over penetrated, but you know, XTPs are kind of known to penetrate. They're not super expanding bullets. That's from that little short barrel with that much of a wound tract and that much penetration. I don't know, pretty good. Let's fire a couple more shots, see how it does. So I'm still on 1182. We didn't get a chrono reading on that one, but we did get a shot into the block. It was pretty good expansion. Again, as we had earlier, the second shot was a lower track. And look at here, stopped right in between the blocks. So therefore we have 16 inches of penetration. That's a lot better. Same type of wound tract, just a little bit better as far as not over penetrating. Let's do one more. Hey, you all do me a favor and go check out Jason's Killing and Grilling channel. I'll put a link to his channel down below. He's doing some killer stuff over there. Good friend of mine. He's taking it from the field to the fork. It's great content, especially like some good grilling, some good hunting stuff. Go check him out. Link in the description below. All right, so we got 1180 on that shot. We're gonna go to this side of the block this time. You can see the wound tract right here from that one. Pretty good looking wound tract again. And there we are. We are into the second block. Looks like we might, nope, we are about 19 inches of penetration. Over penetrated a little bit, so as we can tell from this round, it definitely has a tendency to over penetrate, but for a 9mm, those wound tracks can't be argued. And that's good penetration, good expansion. So here's one of the bullets that come out of the gel. They all look the same. I'm just gonna dig this one out. I'm gonna try to save that back block. But that's what they all look like. You can see this is, I'm gonna put money on it, that's a Hornady XTP. They're known to not over expand, and they're deep penetrators, and in this round they proved to be so, but they did expanded quite nicely and had good wound tracks. So that's what I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do want to point out before we take off though, I'm just holding the bullet, it's not a case, but I do want to point out that those cases were loaded in Starline brass. So I like Starline stuff. Apparently Buffalo Bore does too. But to me, out of that short of a barrel, that good of expansion, that good of a wound tract, you're dealing with over penetration, but it's a 9mm 124 grain plus P plus. I didn't notice an extreme amount of recoil whenever shooting them through this, but you know, I'm trying to shoot through a chronograph and into gel and hit the right spot, so I'm really focusing on where my point of aim, point of impact is. So I don't really notice it recoil a whole lot when I'm doing it, but I can say that I didn't notice anything that got my attention. It's just like any standard carry round that has, you know, good velocity. It felt pretty good to me. Nothing, I don't think it's anything that anybody would have any trouble with as far as recoil. So I like it. It's expensive. Can you train to shoot with it? I mean, I don't know. It's up to you. I like the XTP bullet. I load a lot of them in hand loads, so I'm pretty familiar with that bullet and what it can be pushed to and how it does in gel. I like the bullet. I like the round. I could probably load some real close to those velocities. Probably not exactly those velocities, but real close to them. Hand load them a lot cheaper than I could buy Buffalo Bore for. So that's probably what I'll do. But anyways, until next time, guys, stay tuned.